is Bat Hog for the first episode of An Angry Bat Season 3. Alright, it's Season 3. Today we got kind of a big review. So, I hope you guys enjoy the video. But today we will be reviewing something I cannot pick up for once. The NES. Okay, so this is the NES, the original. So, this was the first console Nintendo made that was cartridge based. So, alright. So about the actual console itself, looks great, but inside the console, which I can't show you, there is these little pins in there, which if the pins are messed up like even slightly touched, it can break your whole console. But, you know, somehow, if you can kind of see them a little bit, you know. But it's very unlikely that will happen unless you're tearing apart NESs. And also something that the NES had a big trouble with is the color. Sometimes it'd be like gold color, so much that you could sell it for a Zelda. So much that you could sell it for a NES collector's edition of The Legend of Zelda. So, the actual system itself, the games on them, The Legend of Zelda, Super Mario, Pac-Man, they all look great on the system. But one thing that they all have in common is the limited color palette. Now, on the Super Nintendo, the 16-bit console, we had more colors, but this had 8 bits and only had, I think, you could only put like 8 different colors in it or something. So, so they had to reuse a lot of stuff. Like in Super Mario Brothers, they have little bushes. So there's these little bushes in the game that you absolutely can see easily that it's the clouds and the clouds and the grass, or the little bushes at least, were the same sprite actually, because they were reusing different elements and stuff. They just chopped a little bit off the bottom of the cloud and painted it green. That's pretty much it. They didn't have to reuse as much stuff for the Super Nintendo, but that was, some kind of thing. Then we talk about its competitor, the Sega Genesis, which I'm sorry I cannot, show it to you right now. It's in the other room and I can't unhook it. But, I guess I can show a game. Now this came out a little bit before the SNES, so it was a competitor. Now this was one of the first 16-bit consoles. So, this was before the SNES was out, and Sonic was already, spin dashing through the market and getting all the money. But Nintendo still had their old console, releasing games like Mario Bros. 3 with a still limited color palette. But, nonetheless, it's, this is the console that, brought video gaming back, because after this game released, the video game stock market just crashed. So that's all I can really say about the system. It's pretty good. I just wish it sometimes was made a little bit better. So yeah, this will be the end of the video. Please follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and everything else, and I'll be seeing you for the second episode next time. Bye bye. Bad Hugs out.